Hi, so today we're going to be conquering your vertical splits work. Sometimes in some practices they will call it standing splits, but today I'm going to refer to it as vertical splits because I think that really showcases what this posture is. It's a vertical split. That being said, there's many components to this posture that are going to help you build a lot of the tools you need to further your practice. So it's a split, so a huge hip opener, hamstring stretch, and quad strengthener. It is also a huge ask of your core and your abdominal wall. And it is helping you get upside down, maybe in a more supportive position than if you had 2 feet or 2 legs in the air like you would in a headstand or a forearm stand or a handstand. That being said, learning your vertical splits is going to help you to do those first kick-ups into your inversion in headstand, forearm stand, and handstand. And so that's why it's vital to your practice. All right, splits in general are important to your practice because of that front opening at the hip. This is going to help you go a little bit deeper in your back bending work and feel more confident as you pull into a lot of the arm balancing postures that you're going to find as you progress in your yoga practice. All right, that being said, I'm going to walk you through vertical splits from step 1, where you should work, all the way to the advanced level. All right, so this is where we're going to start. We're going to start actually using a tool. We're going to use a block. So this is really great to use if you have a hard time when you're standing coming into a forward fold. So if this is hard for you to do, then grab a block and you can use it any way you'd like. So you can have it at the lowest, you can go to medium, or you can go to high. All right, whatever works for you. So in the beginnings of vertical splits, today I'm going to be showing you it with a heel grab, so a C grip on the standing leg heel, and this is going to help to support you in taking the vertical splits a little bit further. So you're going to take your hand and make a C shape with it, and then take that C and grab your heel with the thumb outside, fingers inside, and wrap your elbow behind the calf muscle. Starting with the block, you're going to put your hand on the block, and then notice how I'm already starting to bend this knee, which you can do as much as you need to do to hook the ribs to the thigh. Then from there, your gaze and your focal point is going to be on your standing leg big toe. This is important. This will help you know where you are in space. When you know when you are in space, then you don't freak out. All right? So hand on the block, C grip on the standing leg heel, point your toes and straighten the back leg out. Look at your big toe and then begin to lift the leg into the air. Now you can keep the standing leg bending for as long as you need to. As the hamstring starts to lengthen out, you'll be able to get it a little straighter over time. I have lots of pressure of my hand on the block. You can take a look at how I'm using my fingertips and I'm really pressing into the block to achieve the splits. Okay, so that is how you would work if you need the block. Now, let's say you try this out and the block just feels like it's in its way. Then you probably don't need it for this posture, so then we get rid of it. And there might be a day where you've been using the block in vertical splits and then you go, wait a second, this feels like it's in the way. And that's the day you're going to get rid of it and put it to the side. So the next thing we're going to do is do the same thing but without the block. So I'm going to take my hand and bring it to the inside of the standing leg foot, C grip the heel, press my hand to the floor, look at the big toe, and then begin to split the legs. Now, a lot of the times you're going to be here, all right, for a long time maybe, until you find your quad and your hamstring strength and are able to bring the leg up, okay? Hard for me to do this and talk to you at the same time and look that way, right? So that's why I had a little bobble. All right, that being said, let's now go to the next step of this. So this would be step 2. How do you know you're ready for step 2? You don't. You're going to have to take a chance on yourself. But let's say you've been doing vertical splits for a month and it's part of a pretty regular practice. All right, they show up in your classes a lot. If you come practice with me, you'll encounter vertical splits a ton, and it's good because you get better at it. All right, we approach it from different ways too. So the next part is we're going to change the focal point. So C grip the heel, hand comes to the floor. I'm gonna look at the big toe to start. And then because I feel super grounded in space, I'm gonna bring my forehead and my nose to the shin and look to the wall behind me. And breathe, breathe, breathe. Okay, so that would be when you're starting to feel a little bit more balanced in it. This might happen naturally for you. It might not have to be something you have to think too hard about, but notice how the spine was getting a better line. I wasn't looking and getting wrinkles at the back of the neck and using a little bit of cervical spine back bending here just a little bit to see the toe. Instead, I was able to keep the cervical spine super straight. All right, now, once that starts feeling really easy, you want to use what you can to see if you can take the splits further. And so the focal point is going to change again. So you're going to come into your vertical split. All right, big toe, back wall, forward and nose to the shin. Now, I'm going to roll my eyes up to the ceiling and look for the leg that's in the air. Now I see it. And the trick is I'm going to bring it beyond where I can see it. The more I can bring it up beyond where I can see it, the harder I have to press down with the hand on the floor, the more I have to engage through the core, and the closer I'm getting to splits. All right, so that is where you would take it if you feel like you're ready for that. How do you know you're ready for it? You take a chance one day. All right, you just take a chance. You feel like you've been in that spot where you're looking at the back wall or the shin for a while, and then you decide to roll the eyes up and see what you can see. Maybe you do it for just a little bit, and then the next time you do it for a little bit longer. This gets better every time you do it. There's always work to be done here. Some more advanced work to be done is to lose this grip that's like this and bring just fingertips to the floor. So this is much, much harder. All right, so you'll be here, walking in, looking up and stretching up. I'm using the other leg now just to balance myself out a little bit. All right, so that is much harder to use just a fingertip grip because you don't have that hold, that knowledge of where the leg is, and that grip kind of pulls you in towards yourself. So working that fingertip grip is super hard, but why work the fingertip grip, right? So you work the fingertip grip, one day, maybe, you can look forward and use no hands. All right, so little by little, just having that sense of play and adventure and knowing that these postures never end, that once you've achieved one thing, that there will always be a next step. Let that thought inspire you instead of deflate you, and you will have a lifelong yoga practice. So I hope this helps you. Send any questions my way, just throw them in the comment section and I will get back to you. All right, I hope this finds you well. Know that you can come practice with me at any point. I teach live stream online classes 45 days a week. We work intermediate and advanced asana, but really please know that they are mixed levels classes, and it's about being part of a community, creating friends online that really will be there for you to support your practice and your goals. All right, and a teacher that also is cheering you on every step of the way. That's me. All right, so come join us sometime. Check it out at meetmeonyourmat.yoga, and I hope to connect with you soon. We always have a great time with our classes. You learn things like this and way beyond this. This is just the beginning. So hope this finds you well, and I'll see you soon.